All women are queens. If she breathes, she's a thought. Ah!
When it comes to California's most famous highways, Highway 395 isn't always the first one on everyone's lists. For me though, it definitely is. There's a stretch of Highway 395 from just above Red Rock Canyon to the Alabama Hills that we're going to explore in today's video. Everyone usually thinks of Mono Lake, of Tahoe, of Mammoth. I think the best stuff is in this small 150 some mile stretch of road along the 395 on the back of the Eastern Sierras. No good trip along the 395 would be complete without stopping at Robber's Roost. Robber's Roost, from what I understand, and I'm not anywhere near a computer right now, there's some rock formations in the distance. Back in the old days, in the Red Dead Redemption 2 days, the robbers used to hang out over there at that, and they called that the Roost. You can kind of tour some of these buildings for a little bit. And here they let you walk around. I've been here before. Some of these buildings, though, are blocked off. All right, what's your wish?
If I tell you, it won't come true. I wish the Sean guy would stop COVID. Wish me like a wishing well. I got my trap phone. Oh, shoot.
Someone up for tackle modes? I don't know.
What do you think they did in here?
Well, you don't want to know.
Ouija boards?
It smells like piss.
Yeah, it does. This might be the bathroom.
I'm surprised that camera's still here.
Was it here last
Honestly.
time?
Yeah, except it wasn't...
Broken?
Yeah.
That's sad.
It was like 2 years ago when I came here.
That's the money shot right there, son. That's the money shot. That's what we're looking for.
Hey.
There was no people around.
Bro, they're playing CS in here.
Kotex fits, period.
Oh no.
But could it run Crisis?
There's quite a few ghost towns along the 395. When it comes to this one, I can't really speak to the authenticity of how much it was actually lived in. Most of these houses in this ghost town are dressed up to look like they were lived in, and had various faculties like a jail and a church, but this was never a true town in the sense. It's more just a roadside attraction. If you try to look up Robber's Roost Ghost Town, there's not a lot on it. There is an article from 2017 where the owner talked about putting in an electric charging vehicle station and a restaurant by 2018. And it's 2021 as of the time making this video. It doesn't seem like it's materialized just yet.
Nice. Got that one on video. Let's hear it.
Oh, yes. I love reliving the moment.
Leave it to Kelly.
Kelly, don't finish that.
Don't do it.
Kelly, don't finish it, Kelly.
Don't.
Kelly, don't. Ah!
Here's that screen.
You're taking giant dumps out here.
It's in relax mode, bro. So you can chill, man. You can sit back and relax.
What do you think happened in this bathtub?
There's some baby shoes in here. There's some cryptic messages though.
What do you think they meant by this?
Their hearts full of sorrow. They probably got rid. They got mad because the 2 for 5 turned to 2 for 6.
Yeah.
JR's.
Door, you don't even have to open it. Yeah, it's convenient. What the hell?
Alright, I'm done with this part.
Do you think it was actually gone in that toilet?
I'll do it right now.
Here, you can get anything you need. If you need ice, if you need cold drinks, snacks, they've got those. Plenty. They've even got frog balls. There's no price of admission to check out the building, so you can kind of stroll through and see the whatever any of this stuff is. So we're going to continue our journey and keep going down the 395. From Robbers Roost to Alabama Hills, it's only a 78-mile journey. It wouldn't take very long to get there. Some of us had some very important business to attend to before we hit the road.
Uh-huh. What are you making? Don't make me pull out the gun on you again. Kelly, get your gun so we can shoot a hole.
Just shoot through it.
When it comes to finding a camping spot, the Alabama Hills have plenty. Anywhere where there's a turnoff and a fire ring, you can basically camp there. Any place you're not supposed to camp is clearly marked, so there's not much room for error there. Only a few of the camping spots in the Alabama Hills require a four-wheel drive. Most you can reach with two, as demonstrated here by AJ's Mini Cooper, which he sent up this hill right into that spot. Every time I've gone camping in the Alabama Hills, it's been in the wintertime, specifically in January. And I will say this, prepare for very cold nights. Going up to the Goblin Cove. Just sleep.
My feet got frozen. I kept waking up. I'm not sure if Tyler could hear me, but like the wind would like blow our tent, so it sounds like my sleeping bag moving.
Yeah, I kept thinking someone was outside. Just the way it sounded.
Yeah, and I thought like I woke up to one time like, oh, did Kelly come in here? And I see that no one's there. I was like,
dude, I can't even hold the camera. The mornings, not much better until the sun comes right over your head. Our first night camping saw temperatures fall below 20 degrees, which for the unprepared may make sleeping a little bit uncomfortable.
World huge. It looks like a pop-up like lab that they put on the moon, dude. Yeah. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
When it comes to activities in the Alabama Hills, there are quite a few. Some involve hiking, others involve rock climbing. In Lone Pine nearby, there's other things like the Film Museum, and just a few miles up the road, there's also Manzanar and the Reward Mine. In our case, some of us decided to make up their own quest.
hey, you stole from me. Give me my carrot. Give me it back.
Kelly's an ancient warrior. He's a fisherman. He's got the sweater and the hat.
You're gonna pay for that.
The ancient warrior of Pro Bass Shop.
Yeah.
I saw you take my carrot. Give it back. You're gonna pay for that.
I'm about to initiate in battle with you. I'm gonna roll initiative. Unnatural 20, baby.
You may not like it, but this is what ideal camping looks like. LARPing aside, there's actually been quite a few famous movies shot in the Alabama Hills, 400 to be exact. Some that you may not be super familiar with, and some you may be very familiar with. So if you're a movie buff, it's a great place to go. After the gang was done frightening away the local tourists, it was decided some free climbing was in order. I'm gonna let you in on a little industry secret. As cool as some of these shots might look, the behind the scenes, a lot less glamorous.
Oh, you're gonna pass out.
Would you eat my Why haven't you jumped already yet?
Because I'm waiting for your if I have to save you.
He's gonna jump into the ravine too.
Quick, grab my sword.
Let me get back up. No, go that way, and then I'll.
I'm not. That's the problem. Going that way.
It's not. You just
Yeah,
stand
it
on the
is.
ledge, and then I'll
the
jump
ledge
down.
is
Where you were
bulbing
just
out.
standing is perfectly fine. I'll
The,
get down where
the
you're
edge
at
is
currently.
bulbing out to where I'm like,
I'm coming down.
don't you, you son of a. You're gonna force this to happen, and I hate you for it. I'm gonna die.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is like not.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Ready? Keep your eyes open and watch. I'm watching. Don't touch me. Oh, that's not. Oh! Look at that, crazy. There's no handholds. I wanted to follow you, but now I'm hearing a rock hitting my face. Yeah, I'm not as bad as the guy standing where you're supposed to jump to with a sword in his hand. Hey, yeah, there's no way. You have to get back down. Don't be a go. No conceivable way. Okay.
I got a wife at home, man.
Me too. I got a dog. I have future wife insurance.
I got it.
No. Too late, Kelly. No.
Yeah, that was the other thing. How are you gonna get down once you get up there?
It's a straight shot down.
What?
Straight shot. Perfect. It's like a slide. Go for that.
Nice. You gonna throw that at somebody?
Watch out!
Now this would be a cool camp spot. It's where all these cars are parked.
That's where it starts.
I don't know why I said that with a Boston accent.
Our last stop in the Alabama Hills took us to the Mobius Arch. The Mobius Arch is Alabama Hills' most famous attraction. As far as arches go, it's a pretty easy hike, although in terms of effort to geologic impressiveness ratio, this arch, while cool and interesting, definitely a great place for photographers because it frames up the peak of Mount Whitney just perfectly. It's nowhere near the size and scope of some of the arches you'll see in, let's say, Arches National Park, for example.
You think that hike was, you think it was worth it?
Yeah, you know what? All the things I've done in my life, this is certainly one of the things I don't regret.
You ready? Round two? I'll lightly toss it.
Oh! All right, Steven, now it's your turn.
Man.
That's getting cut.
This is the real arch. You guys were deceived. You made it to the real one, the real deal.
Tip to tip.
Alright, Christian, jump from there. I would walk it, but it's probably gonna break.
That feels like really sturdy.
Get out of the way.
Don't do it, Kelly! Don't do it!
Literally see our camp from here. Well, almost.
Right in there.
We walked all that way from there, all the way to here.
The sword and the stone.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're in the area, the Mobius Arch Trail, it's fine. Don't expect anything like Arches National Park, though. The arch might be a little bit smaller than you're expecting. It's free, it's safe, it's legal. So why not throw your car batteries in the ocean? I mean, hike the trail, the Mobius Arch Trail. It's just great. It's pure classic Alabama Hills, California. When hiking this trail, obviously, you want to take a group of hikers that respects, nature and people around them who are also trying to enjoy the sights, just like my group is. Always very considerate of those around them and those trying to just enjoy nature in its purest form.
Hey, you kicked my friend! No, I didn't. I saw you. Hey, you took that tomato from me. Guards, he's here. Say it back. You kicked my friend. You stole from me. You stole from me. Give it back. You'll pay for that. Guards. What are you guys, NPCs? Guards.
What are you doing?
Finding my business.
After a quick stop at the aptly named Nightmare Rock, my tenure with the gang for this particular trip was at an end. Everyone had to rush on home. I opted to take the scenic route. There's a couple places in nearby Olancha that I wanted to check out. I thought would be a neat addition to end off my journey before I headed on home. First up was the iconic Lemon House. Goes by a couple names. Google Maps actually calls this the SpongeBob House, but to me, Lemon House, a little more fitting. This house is actually on the market. It's listed for a whopping $325,000. It does come with 4 motel units though, so I mean, that's up to you if you want to buy a lemon house out in the middle of the desert. Then there's this piece of strange branding just a few miles down the road from the lemon house. I've driven down the 395 a couple times, and this is a recent addition. This used to just be an abandoned gas station. Now it's clad in black and has DC logos all over it. The only external clues as to what this place is even used for is written right here on the side. And even then, that doesn't tell us a whole lot. A quick search online doesn't reveal a whole lot. And the Reddit thread, well, no answers there either. My hypothesis as to what this is, companies love to do strange marketing stunts like this out in the middle of the desert. It's eye-catching, especially when it's the only thing around for miles. And I think this is just DC's take on that. Of course, while I was there, I tried to get answers for myself. The doors were wide open after all. Well, looks like somebody used it, so that's nice. I'm glad that DC is testing more than just the winter. Now, I'm not sure how much winter testing is happening out here, but maybe there's some. Gosh. Smells like somebody had a good time in here. After I was done unknowingly shilling DC's products, it was on to the next leg of the journey, which involved some unexpected company. When I got here to the sculpture garden, this dog ran across the desert from these houses and just, hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, what's up? What's going on? He's so friendly. See, now this is why I like the desert. Someone's random dog coming up to say hi. Out in the middle of nowhere. His owner's trying to call him back, but he seems to like me. Let's see if he'll go back. Hey, buddy, you gotta go back. You gotta go back to your mom or your dad. Not to me. Over there. Go. I don't know. I think he likes me. No, looks like he's finally going back. Now, just off the 395 towards Olancha is the little-known Olancha Sculpture Garden. This actually used to be on Atlas Obscura as a place that they had marked, but it's recently been taken down. Well, recently, it's actually been a while, but the sculpture garden is still here, and you can still drive out here to look at some of these sculptures. It appears actually some new ones have popped up since last I've been, and that was about 2 years ago. But a lot of these are pretty neat. This is the kind of stuff I'd love to see out in the desert. There's no signs for the sculpture garden, and there's no gates. There's just a small turnoff. Your best bet is just to look for this giant lady right behind me. That's how I saw the sculpture garden. That's how I always see it every time I come by. There's a crow and a raven right next to the turnout if you need a little bit more guidance. Overall, this is, I'll say it's interesting, if that's the right word for it. Now, I will say, some of the meaning of these is lost on me. Although I might have a hunch. Yes. No Go Earth Crimes video cannot be complete without a give and take. Every time we go in the desert, there's a give and take. I'm not 100% sure if this is like a thing that people, it's like maybe desert people know to make give and take signs. Me? Obviously, I'm going to try it out. Let's see what we got. Well, unfortunately, this is the first time I've seen there's absolutely nothing to give. Let's see if people have been taking anything. Why not? What do we got? We've got corner bookmark. Oh, look at these little guys. Yeah, that's cool. There's something in here. Let's see what it is. It looks like it's just a little plastic ball in there. Nothing too crazy. You can hear it rattling around. Pretty neat stuff. So, that's cool. Let's see what's here. What is this all about? Corner bookmark. Oh, well. And of course, the frog. You cannot forget. I'm at the origami frog. Like I said, some of them might have a meaning. Maybe. Maybe. But who knows? This meaning is lost to me. After a quick once-over of all the sculptures, it was on to my final destination, which was actually unplanned, as I just noticed it from Google Maps on the side of the road, and I had never heard of it before. Just near Fossil Falls, in fact, right before the main exit to take to the Fossil Falls campground, you might have noticed on Google Maps there's something called the Petroglyphs of Little Lake. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this because I hadn't seen it anywhere on the internet. I actually just pulled off the side of the road to come look. Petroglyphs is a bit of a stretch, but modern day petroglyphs, if you want to call it that, in any sort of contemporary sense, yes. There's some are dated here to 1906 from what I could tell, and others a little bit sooner than that. The calligraphy there kind of indicates some of those writings, I would hazard to guess, are a little over 100 years old. Now, for what purpose, especially the one that says grocery for Olancha, I have no idea. But hey, it's there. You can take a look at these petroglyphs if you so choose. Just up the road from these petroglyphs, it looked like there was an abandoned shack of some kind. So, I'm going in.
Man, I have absolutely no idea how old this is.
Well, I guess I will christen this the Snake House. I can't tell if this abandoned shack is from the same time period as the petroglyphs nearby, but it'd be impossible to tell with how completely thrashed this thing is. And it's unfortunate that a lot of places like this that would have a lot of history fall completely to urban decay. From Robber's Roost to the Alabama Hills, there's a lot of interesting roadside attractions that are packed into that 75-mile stretch of road. And that's not even where it all ends. There's Death Valley just to the east. To the north, you have Mono Lake, Mammoth Mountain. And down south, there's still more things to do. This was just one small aspect. Those will all be topics for future videos. For now, though, thank you for joining me on my quest to find what is weirded out there along America's roads and the hard-to-reach places. This is Go With Grimes. Thanks for watching.